Now that the Primarina raids have officially begun, we finally know what moveset it will be using and what the counters to it are. Primarina has both Moonblast and Sparkling Aria to cover its stab options, and Psychic to hit certain counters for super effective damage. What stands out is that Primarina will also be using Sing, a 55% accurate sleep move, and Encore as its special move, which will lock you into using the same move for 3 turns. This Primarina is built to be disruptive, and can be frustrating to handle if you or your teammates are unprepared. Thankfully, there is a consistent counter. Gholdengo's Good as Gold ability gives it blanket immunity to status moves, meaning that both Sing and Encore will have no effect on it. In a previous video, I highlighted it as a potential counter. The build I used in that video is the set that I used to solo Primarina and that you see here. At the end of the video, I'll show you what I learned from soloing and give you an updated set that can do even better. The set that I'll be using is a max HP, max special attack build, using a Shell Bell as an item to get back a little bit of health. We're going to be using Nasty Plot, Flash Cannon, Metal Sound, and Recover. Nasty Plot is Gholdengo's best setup move, giving +2 special attack every time it's used. I use Flash Cannon instead of Make It Rain or Steel Beam, just because I think it's a bit more consistent and has no downside. Metal Sound is there to reduce special defense, and Recover is for whenever you get too low on HP. When I got into this battle, my game plan was to start setting up as fast as I could to try to get some big damage in before my teammates could trigger the shield. I went for multiple Nasty Plots and a Metal Sound. On some attempts, I tried to mix in some cheers, but I usually found that my teammates would trigger the shield, and that would cause Primarina to wipe my boosts. I settled on Nasty Plot and a Go All Out, which was enough to do damage to trigger the shields on my own terms after some big damage. This then led to a situation where doing damage was more difficult and stabilizing was hard. Eventually though, I was able to get my HP to a place where I felt comfortable to terastalize. Terra Steel allows me to punch big holes into Primarina's shield and let me heal consistently with Shell Bell. I knew that as soon as I got going that I would be home free. The only time I felt like I might lose the raid was when I was within crit range, or the one turn that Primarina neutralized my ability. Other than that, I felt like I had the tools I needed to win. This build is focused on soloing with NPC teammates. I think that the build can work well online with allies too. Some things I noticed in my testing is that this raid is particularly difficult if you aren't prepared. Raids in the past have had their challenges, but being unprepared here means that you will spend the majority of the raid either asleep or locked into a move you don't want to use. It was pretty frustrating to watch my teammates bring Pokemon I knew wouldn't be effective. I noticed a lot of Annihilapes running around getting one shot, Iron Hands trying to set a Belly Drum only to eat a Moonblast, and someone brought a Hydreigon, which might have been the worst matchup I've ever seen. I think a lot of this could have been solved by backing out before the raid had started, but I wanted to get the true experience. I would recommend looking for people that are bringing Steel-type Pokemon like Berserker or Zacian, or support Pokemon like Clodsire, Bellibolt, or Alcremie. These teammates would make a world of difference. Based on what I've learned, I think this improved Gholdengo set would be better for solo attempts. I'm swapping out Special Attack for Special Defense, and I'm replacing Metal Sound with Light Screen. I wasn't ever really worried about doing enough damage. The only issue I had was my health dipping into crit range and needing to use Recover. I think with the increased bulk that I should have a better chance. Additionally, I think I was too hasty to get in early damage. Setting up Nasty Plot probably wasted my time. That time would have been better spent attacking to build up my Terra Charge. Here's how I think it should have played out in the improved version. On turn 1, set up Light Screen. This will greatly reduce the amount of damage you take. On turns 2 through 4, start using Flash Cannon to build up your Terra Charge. On turns 5 and 6, you can Recover or set up Light Screen again, whatever it takes to stabilize. On turns 7 through 9, you can start setting up Nasty Plot. On turn 10, we're going to stabilize again using either Recover or Light Screen, and we can finish up by terastalizing once our HP is topped up and finishing the fight with Flash Cannon. And that should do it for today. Thanks for watching. Shout out to Great Barrier Reef, the latest subby. I appreciate your support. If you want to see more, you can catch me on Twitch. I'll be streaming the Primarina event and helping anybody who needs a hand. Thanks. Okay, bye.